4.
Mark Williams knows what it's like to be 16-all in the final of the Embassy World Championship at the Crucible. That was the score before he pulled away to beat Matthew Stevens 18-16 for the 2000 title after being 13-7 and 14-10 down.
Has he left that red that's going up the table with the white? He's got away with it.
Extension.
I can't believe how fresh they look out there. I mean, mentally, what this takes out of you. It's the 17th day of the Embassy final, and they look as fresh as day one.
The 76-year-old trophy. Ken Doherty's name on it in 1997. Mark Williams in 2000. Apart from Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry, nobody has won the title twice at the Crucible. Hedged his bets considerably there, bringing the cue ball back right to the cushion.
He's got to get this one right. He's got to cover that red with the green, so all about pace. He's in complete control of the cue ball at the moment. He's played that to perfection. That was always worth the risk there, because he wasn't going to leave anything easy. That's the view they have from about 8 or 9 rows back. Even the people on the back row at the Crucible Theatre have a fabulous view. That's the beauty about it. They're so close to you.
If Doherty plays a snick away safety to the baulk cushion, it's got to be accurate.
He did it the previous time, down the other side of the table. But he's not playing that. He's got to be careful he doesn't hit a colour with this red when he's sending it back up the table. Just a safety there. This is a bit of a chance to get in behind the green. We've got a long way to travel with lots of right-hand side. on the cue ball. This looks good. Not quite. I don't know about you, Clive, but we could do with a tactical frame just to get the old nerves to settle down.
Unbelievably tense. The kiss on the green there. Kept the cue ball on the ball cushion.
Well, I can't see a path back down the table. And I don't think Ken can either. That's why he's just having a look to see if he can leave the white up this end. But he's still going to leave a potential pot. But he knows the black doesn't pass the red. That's why he's left this red along the cushion. He knows there's no position from that, but there's one that might pass the pink, but he's played it in the corner, but he's got quite a bit of safety in mind. I think if it had been earlier in the match, Ken would have had a go at one of these reds into the right corner. He's still thinking about it, but at 16 frames each, it would be too risky, and he's decided against it. Do you think Mark will take the risk? The Welsh Wizard? I think so.
One.
He had confidence in his straightness of cueing. How many of those has he potted, Dennis?
Oh, nerves of steel. Nerves of Sheffield steel. Well, the highest available spot is the green.
8. Nine.
So not straightforward with the black being up in the green spot and the pink tied up. So got quite a bit of work to do here. He deserves a good result from that attacking shot.
14.
Oh, that's a nice nudge on the blue. Now, where is Joe at the moment? That's the referee's office. She's been all over the crucible. There's no hiding place, Joe. And that John Carroll next to her. John Carroll, who looks after Stephen Hendry and a lot of the Cube Masters players.
21.
Yes, road manager for 110 Sport, to whom both Williams and Doherty are contracted.
There's the white. Ooh. He's got the black back on its spot, and that's where he
28.
wanted it. He's worked
29.
very hard for these, but now it's a good chance.
$36. 37.
Oh, he's missed the cannon on the red. He wanted just to nudge the red.
44.
A more difficult one with the rest now, but this was the pot that got him in. Perfect cueing.
$45.
It was a tough black.
Mark Williams, 45.
In potting the previous red, Williams had to cannon another ball, and that black, difficult at the best of times, and more difficult, of course, in a situation like this, found the side jaw.
Mark knows if this red goes in the middle pocket, Ken can get back into this frame. Not easy, but it's there.
1.
Didn't want the cannon. He was trying to swing the white
6.
around for the two reds that are near the pink spot. It's another tricky one to the middle. A
7.
kick, but it didn't affect the shot. He's on the black and he doesn't need the rest. But a real heavy contact. Just watch this. You get an awful lot of bad kicks, Clive. I think you could call that one maybe a good kick.
Well, the angle that it's left is a friendly one. Straighter, not so good. In this, it's easy to get the cue ball to the side cushion and off for his next red.
$14.
Well, they're saying prayers. Everything's going on in the Crucible Theatre this evening. This is another tricky little pot. Not this time.
Ken Doherty, 14.
Doherty missed it on the thick side, and even then he was below the black.
1.
It looks Looks as if he's
8.
going to have to come back one more time.
9.
Doherty has never been in front in this match.
Another black off the spot missed.
Mark Williams, 9.
He did hit it rather hard. He needed to get up to the red, but didn't seem to be any kick that time. Just a poor shot, but we can forgive the player at this stage for that.
I'm pretty sure that Doherty was resigned to losing this frame when Williams stood over that routine black. So are we going to see an enactment of the reprieved man syndrome?
6. Seven. Yep.
Well, two difficult reds. If he's got an angle on the black, he could run through off the cushion and possibly leave that red along the cushion, but he doesn't want to be straight. All depends on the angle. He's okay. It's not straight.
14.
There you see the angle. As long as he didn't leave it straight. Played.
32.
It's been an absolutely incredible 17 days in the Crucible Theatre here. Is there another twist to this year's Embassy World Championship? There might be.
39.
He's not in perfect position here. Well, he was thinking of taking that red on up past the red that's near the green. He's thought better of it. He wants to have a go at everything.
Mark
I think
Williams,
that was the more
39.
sensible shot.
43 in front in the frame he needs to clinch the title for the second time.
Ken Doherty has produced all sorts of comebacks over the last 17 days. This would be the biggest one of the lot.
But that invites a return to a similar position.
You never know with Mark Williams. Some of the shots that he pulls out. Now, what is he going to try with this red? The one to the left.
Thinking about a double, and what he might leave if it didn't go in.
1.
Another tough black awaits. As smooth as you like.
8. 9.
Well, I've never enjoyed a final like it. It's a shame someone has to lose this one. I know we keep saying that, but
15.
Jo, well, she'll be absolutely delighted.
16.
Ken fears the worst. Mark has got the title at his mercy.
Yes, there's certainly going to be a welcome in the hillside, Clive, and
23.
well deserved.
24.
It's been such a sporting final, one of the finest Embassy World Championships we've had for quite some time.
The pink sufficient
30.
to leave Doherty needing 2 snookers.
31.
The plant makes sure perhaps he's going to finish with a century.
And Ken Doherty's not really a loser this year. He's made so many comebacks. His semi-final with Paul Hunter was out of this
37.
world. He's made a lot of new friends around the world. It's been a terrific performance from the Dubliner, but it's just been that bit
38.
better from the Welshman.
It's Williams' title.
45.
In many respects, it's been Doherty's championship.
46.
Doherty's provided so much drama,
53.
and until the final, Williams didn't, because he was winning so easily. But he certainly had enough drama for his taste today.
54.
Jubilation.
60.
Terry Griffiths, the winning coach. Mick McLean, Ken Doherty's best
61.
pal and motivator. Sporting in defeat is Mick McLean. Terry Griffiths.
68.
Has accepted victory quietly and modestly, as he did when he was a player.
70.
And Mark Williams, the most relaxed man in the Crucible Theatre, or so it seems, but inside,
Okay. 73.
he will be absolutely delighted.
77.
When Williams led 10-2, it seemed as if he might even win with a session to spare.
Ken Doherty 5.
The blue finishes on the floor, but that doesn't matter. Mark Williams clinches the title with a break of 77. Mark Williams beats Ken Doherty by 18 frames to 16 to win the £270,000 first prize and win the Embassy World Championship for the second time.
So Mark Williams completes snooker's Triple Crown, the UK, the Masters, and now the world title in one season. But my, how he's had to graft for this one today.
And he gets more nervous than me, believe it or not. But I mean, a lot of thanks to Terry. I mean, without him, I was struggling a bit, and I've won quite a few tournaments this year, and obviously my mate Sardi's here as well. Do my head in for 2 weeks as usual, but that, you need people like that around with you, and we could have gone either way at the end.
Mark, it's been a fantastic final, but I'm sure you will agree it can't be a great final without two players. Can we have a word with Ken Doherty? Ken. You have been hogging the table a bit over the past few days, haven't you? You seem to be out there quite a while.
I was getting plenty of value for money, that's for sure. Yeah. I thought I was going to go down the last again, but, at 10-2 down, I was looking dead and buried and came back well and was just delighted to make it. It was a great match to be involved in. The atmosphere was absolutely fantastic, and this is the best place in the world for snooker. There's no place like it, and it's just great.
Did you keep surprising yourself over this last few hours and yesterday and all week?
Yeah, I mean, I probably should have gone home about 2 weeks ago, but I was still here, and it's disappointing to lose a close match, particularly in the World Final, but at least my wife and all my family back home, they'll be able to relax now for a couple of weeks,
Well, I'm sure everyone will agree. What great dignity and what a great player, Ken Doherty.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Mark, just finally, UK champion, Masters champion, and now world champion. What a treble for you.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I can only dream of doing stuff like that, and to get a #1 spot as well. I mean, I can't ask for any more. I can't believe it's happened, really, to be honest.
Well, you've both royally entertained us, not just tonight over the past few days, but all week. Can I ask you both to go to your seats? We have a couple of little things to hang out. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Williams and Ken Doherty. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation party will consist of Graham Blashill, the Managing Director UK of Imperial Tobacco Limited, accompanied by Tony Lewis, Chairman of World Snooker Limited, and Mr. Peter Dyke from World Promotions. The runner-up receives a cheque for £158,000. Will you please give your applause for Mr. Ken Doherty. And the winner receives a cheque for £270,000, a Magnum of Champagne Victor, the championship trophy, and the title, 2003 Embassy World Snooker Champion, Mark Williams.
Yes, it's a familiar scene, isn't it? The lights twinkling above Mark Williams' head, the champion of 2000 and now of 2003. And he joins a select club who've won this title twice at the Crucible. Amongst them, Steve Davis. Can you remember the second time you won this one?
No, I can't at all. All I can remember is seeing Mark Williams pot great balls in that last frame and thinking, yeah, he truly is the greatest match player at the moment and an animal on the table. It was a bit like the hitman out there versus the ninja thief, wasn't it, John? I mean, two great exponents of the game of snooker battling it out. It was a fantastic match, but Mark Williams, how well did he close the match out?
I mean, the last 2 frames he's played in that match, he's played absolutely fantastically well. And Ken, he just didn't get a chance in the last frame. I thought the script was written for 18-17. It's not very often I'm right, it was wrong again. And but there's no disgrace in that. Ken put up a fantastic performance. But ultimately, Mark, he grasped the nettle the last 2 games, and he was so aggressive. Played so many good shots in it, and he thoroughly deserved to win.
Well, Clive Everton said that this was Williams' title, but Doherty's championship. How much would you agree with that statement?
Well, yeah, I mean, both players are marvellous, marvellous exponents of the game, and also very, very likeable characters off the table, and different characters in their own way. And obviously Ken was a bit flat afterwards. I mean, it's understandable. I think perhaps he felt in some way, shape or form he was going to win it, but Mark Williams, as he just walks off stage there, so I'm sure to get congratulations from Terry Griffiths, his coach, and I think the crowd have appreciated this match, not just the spirit that it's been played in. They love watching Ken Doherty play, but they also love the style and the panache that Mark Williams takes to the table. He is a daredevil player, and for that reason, a bit like perhaps Phil Mickelson from the golf world, gets many, many fans, real snooker hardcore fans following his style.
We talked about Ken Doherty's resilience, but how much did Mark show? Because Ken was snapping at his heels like a terrier the whole way through.
Well, the two of them, there was no quarter given, was there, Hazel, all the way through? And, you know, one went a couple of French, the other one comes straight back. I mean, it was just absolutely a tremendous quality. And in a world final to show that quality is something very, very special. And he is now one of the true gates of the game. I mean, I was fortunate enough to win here once, but to come and do it more than once, you are a true great if you can do that. I shouldn't really be saying that with him next to me because he's won it 6 times, but you know, if you can win it, I know how hard it is to win it once, to come back and do it again, you are truly a special player.
You were talking to me earlier, John, about winning this and how much it actually takes out of you. What is it like in the aftermath of winning the title?
Well, I went straight away after I won in '91 and spent 3 weeks looking at the ceiling in Antigua because I just simply couldn't sleep on holiday, couldn't get it, just so full of adrenaline, so pumped up, and the realisation you've won the World Championship, it just, you know, you just can't sleep.
Here he is.
Well done,
the man
pal.
of the hour.
Congratulations.
Mark, congratulations. Oh, right, Mark, no one's watching now. What was it really like? No, don't do it.
Oh, I can't say the words. It was unbelievable. I mean, the atmosphere out there in the end, you know, was electric. And, you know, to be fair, a lot of people would have thought Ken was going to win when it was so close because I had such a big lead. But, you know, somehow I managed to hold myself in there. I don't know how. It was just, I was playing on instinct most of the time because I was just, you know, I was playing with someone else's backhand. I just couldn't feel nothing, and I was just
very, very, very aggressive play the last 2 games. Though you just sort of grabbed the game. Very, very positive, Mark. I mean, it mightn't have felt like it, but
no, it definitely didn't feel like it. I felt, you know, my arm felt really loose, as if it was.
It looked like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was just playing on instinct. The last few frames, I was definitely playing on instinct, and you know, I thought myself, I'm going to go out. I've got to give it a good go and just go for them.
There were a couple of shots at some stage in that last frame. We were watching them. I'm not too sure if we got a couple of the shots. We had a screw back black along the top cushion that really was. Nobody clapped after this shot, but
yeah,
you know how tough a shot this was.
Yeah, I had loads of side on it, and you know, I thought it was really nice.
What a shot! What amount of side! And then what a great bit of imagination.
Yeah, because I could have rolled the black in and had the red. And
but this great screw back, great screw back here, using 2 balls to cannon and screw back to the side cushion with reverse side.
You like that, do you?
Oh, we like that.
Oh, yes.
We like love with that shot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was instinct, and you know, I give it my best shot, and you know, if Ken would have beat me, at least I would have gone out, you know, being quite attacking the last few frames rather than hide, because I felt I was hiding, you know, trying to trickle frames in instead of trying to win them with 1 visit. I was just trying to win them with 3 or 4, and Ken was coming back so well, and you know, I'd be the first to admit it was a few frames I was just totally gone, and you know, I'm glad really that it ended up 12-0, because if it carried on, there's no way I would have won many more frames.
Well, we've had to scrape Terry and Joe off the floor, Mark, and Ray's talking to them now.
I'm just outside Mark's dressing room. Who has been the more nervous now? Who's got the biggest grin? I think it's a score draw.
I think it's certainly a draw. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful final. I mean, Ken Doherty may not be champion, but he's champion in many people's mind for what he's achieved this week. he performed miracles out here. Mark's the champion. I always knew he was going to be champion. Although it went tight, I kept the belief. More importantly, he did. But I'd just like to say a few words to Stephen, if he's watching.
Yes, of course.
Stephen Henry, because, I mean, everybody's sending his regards down to Stephen if you're up there, and, you know, he went out early. He's not here this time, but he's in everybody's thoughts, and thumbs up to him. I'll see him soon.
Well said, Terry, and I'm sure Mark will pass on those best wishes as well. Joe, what were the last couple of frames like for you when Ken Doherty just kept coming back, wouldn't let go, would he?
Oh, it was terrible. It was really bad. I was sat in the referee's room just hiding away with my stress balls, and oh, it was terrible.
How many of those stress balls did you actually wear out? Because we don't have to replenish them all the time.
Well, it actually lasted the course, the one, just about.
Hey, pretty decent your guy, isn't he? He's not bad.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. He's just tremendous. I'll never know how he's done it, how he holds his nerves together. Really proud.
Now, Terry, what have you done for his game? What exactly have you done to make Mark Williams get back to the pinnacle?
Well, I don't know. As you mentioned, he won the 3 major titles, you know, which are covered by BBC. I mean, he's had a wonderful season, and I mean, he had to come back from a lot of hard things today because Ken hit him hard sometimes, you know. But he's a very special player. He's shown it out there, what he's done in the last few frames, and I never lost my belief, as I said, and more importantly, Mark didn't. He done it wonderfully well.
Terry, Joe, congratulations. I'm sure you'll have a good part tonight. We know Mark was a little bit scared during the match. Hazel, back to you.
Thanks, Ray. Yes, Mark, we have scooped them off the floor. They seem to be fine. You've put them through the mill. But one question. Before you won the title 3 years ago, you'd pre-ordered a Ferrari. Anything like that this time?
No, nothing. I mean, I'm just over the moon, so proud. I've won it twice. There's not many people have won it twice. Well, he's won it about 6 or 7 times, you know, with the jammy get there. But, I mean, I'm just over the moon, and you know, thanks to everyone who's helped me along, and, oh, let's just go and get drunk, is it?
How many more titles in you?
I think there's, you know, quite a few. I don't know about these ones. You know, I can't take many more matches like that, but, you know, I'm still only 28, and, you know, hopefully there's another one world championship left in me, hopefully.
Well, we hope so too. £270,000 in the back pocket. Drinks are on you, Mark. Thanks very much. And well done to you. Well, I must say, it's been a wonderful 17 days, and it's been a pleasure to